In today's lecture, we are discussing about surface integral. How to find surface integral of a vector point function if we have given one surface. So, surface integral is the surface integral of a vector point function f bar over a surface over surface S is defined as the integral of the normal component of f bar taken over the surface S. Okay, surface integral means the integral of normal component of this vector point function f bar over the surface S. Normal component of f bar is f bar dot n cap. N cap is unit vector normal to the surface at particular point, any point P. Here n cap is a unit normal vector to the surface S at point P. And f bar is vector point function at point P. Then the surface integral is integration over surface S of f bar dot n cap. F bar dot n cap means normal component over the surface S into ds, or this is also denoted by integration over S of f bar dot ds bar. Instead of n cap ds, we can replace ds bar or double integration over S of f bar dot ds bar. So suppose this is our surface S and this is a point P, and f bar is a vector point function passing through this point P, and n cap is a unit normal vector at point P. So in that case, this is our surface integral. Now next theorem is Gauss divergence theorem. The surface integral of a normal component of statement of Gauss divergence theorem become the surface integral of the normal component of a vector point function f bar over a closed surface S is equal to the volume integral of the divergence of f bar taken throughout the volume phi enclosed by the surface S. So that means this is surface integral double integration over f of f bar dot n cap ds. So this surface integral equal to volume integral of divergence of f bar. That means triple integration over v of del dot f bar into dv. Here dv become dx dy dz. So this is Gauss divergence theorem. Okay, हा Gauss divergence theorem चा स्टेटमेंट आहे तो काय सांगतोय surface integral of normal component of f bar along the direction of surface S. Okay, the surface integral of the normal component of vector point function f bar over a closed surface S. That means f bar dot n cap, its double integration over S ds equal to volume integral of divergence of f bar. Del dot f bar means divergence of f bar over the surface S for volume phi. Okay. So first note become polar coordinate of cone R. जर आपलं इक्वेशन हे कोनचं इक्वेशन असेल तर त्या केसमध्ये त्याचं कन्वर्जन आपल्याला पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट मध्ये करावं लागतं. तर पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट आहेत पहा x इज इक्वल टू रो कॉस फाय, y इज इक्वल टू रो साइन फाय, z इज इक्वल टू z, and in that case dx dy dz become rho d rho d phi dz. So this is small diagram of a cone which is passing through origin O 0 0 0 and parallel to z axis. Polar coordinate of a sphere, x is equal to, equation of sphere become x square plus y square plus z square is equal to r square. So in that case polar coordinates are x is equal to r sin theta cos phi, y is equal to r sin theta sin phi, and z is equal to r cos theta, and dx dy dz become r square sin theta dr d theta d phi. ओके, तर हे पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट आपल्याला गरजेचे आहेत आपलं एक्झाम्पल सोडवण्यासाठी, आणि गॉस डायव्हर्जन्स थिअरम साठी आपल्याला हे स्टेटमेंट लक्षात ठेवावं लागेल. ज्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला सरफेस इंटिग्रल फाइंड करायचं आहे त्याच्यामध्ये आपण गॉस डायव्हर्जन्स थिअरम यूज करत असतो. तुम्ही सरफेस इंटिग्रल फाइंड करू शकता किंवा तुम्ही डायरेक्ट व्हॉल्यूम फाइंड केला त्या सरफेसचा तरीही चालतं. because by Gauss divergence theorem both are equal. Okay, so एकदा बघून घ्या. Now try to find surface area for using Gauss divergence theorem. So this is our first example. Evaluate double integration over S of f bar dot n cap ds, where S is the sphere x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 9, and f bar is a vector point function 4x plus 3y z square into I bar minus x square y z square plus y into z bar plus y cube plus 2z k bar. So first of all I will write, we know that by Gauss divergence theorem surface integral over S of f bar dot n cap ds is equal to volume integral of divergence of f bar d. Okay, so here the f bar is 4x plus 3yz square into I bar minus x square z square plus y into j bar plus y cube plus 2z into k bar. So this is vector point function f bar. So for volume integral, find del dot f bar. So del dot f bar become del is I into d bar by d by x plus j into d bar by d by y plus k into d bar by d by z, or we can directly write it as del dot f bar become d bar f1 with respect to x plus d bar f2 with respect to y plus d bar f3 with respect to z. Okay, due to dot product this is a scalar quantity. So in f bar this function multiplied by I is f1, this function is f2, and this function is f3. Okay, so this is equal to partial derivative with respect to x of f1. So here f1 is 4x plus 3yz square, then plus sign partial derivative with respect to y of f2. f2 is minus of x square z square plus y plus partial derivative with respect to z of f3. f3 is y cube plus 3z. So find this partial derivative first with respect to x. So partial derivative of 4x is 4 plus partial derivative of 3yz square. Here x is absent, that means this total term is constant and derivative of constant term is 0. Plus in this equation minus, in first function y is absent, so derivative is 0, plus derivative of y with respect to y is 1. This plus into minus become minus. Okay, now plus sign. Partial derivative with respect to z of y cube is 0 because z is absent, plus partial derivative of 3z with respect to z is 3. Okay, so in that way we get 4 minus 1 plus 3, so which is equal to here is a 2z, that means we get partial derivative of 2z is 2, and so finally we get 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. So del dot f bar, that means divergence of f bar is 5, and therefore I will say this as I is equal to, okay, tell me I number, therefore I is equal to triple integration over v of del dot f bar. So here del dot f bar is 5. So 5 into dv. dv is dx, dy, dz. Right? Since dv becomes dx, dy, dz. And now find this integral triple integration over v. So here surface S is x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 9 is a sphere with radius 3. Okay, given sphere, given surface is a sphere. So volume of this surface, V means value of this surface. And here phi is a constant. So that's why phi outside triple integration over V of dx dy dz, and this volume of given surface is volume of surface S x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 9. Okay, so this is equal to 5 into volume of sphere with radius 3 and center 0 0 0 is 4 upon 3 into pi r cube. So here r is 3, so pi into 3 cube, since r is equal to 3. So in that way we get 5 into 4 is 20, into 1 3 cancel, we get 9 into pi. So final answer become 180 pi. So this is the required surface integral, double integration. So therefore double integration over S of f bar dot n cap ds is equal to 180 pi. So this is our final answer. Okay, we can solve this another way also by using the spherical polar coordinate of this sphere. Okay, याच्याऐवजी स्पेरिकल पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट आपण रिप्लेस करू शकतो. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी dx dy dz च्या ऐवजी काय असतं, r स्क्वेअर sin थीटा dr d थीटा d phi असतं. ओके, r चं लिमिट म्हणजे 0 टू रेडियस ऑफ स्फियर विच इज 3, थीटा चं लिमिट आलं असतं 0 टू पाय, टोटल स्फियर आहे, आणि फाय चं लिमिट आलं असतं 0 टू 2 पाय. ओके, या पद्धतीने सुद्धा आपल्याला ते सोडवता आलं असतं आणि इझिली आपल्याला सिम्प्लिफाय करता येते. इंटिग्रेशन घेत बसायची गरज नाही, कारण या ठिकाणी स्फियर आहे. ओके, आणि स्फियरचा व्हॉल्यूम आपल्याला माहित आहे 4/3 पाय आर क्यूब. ओके, या ठिकाणी एक्सचं फंक्शन नाही, कॉन्स्टंट आहे. ट्रिपल इंटिग्रेशन ऑफ dx dy dz मीन्स व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ द स्फियर. या पद्धतीने इझिली आपल्याला आन्सर मिळून जाते. एकदा व्यवस्थित बघून घ्या. This is our next example. So here we want to use divergence theorem to evaluate this integral, where S is the upper part of the surface bounded by this sphere which is above XOY plane. So first I will draw the diagram. So this is our diagram, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, and this is the upper part of this sphere which is above XOY plane. So this is our XOY plane. So our sphere is a hemisphere as shown in this diagram, and this is our surface. Say this surface become S, and this surface on XOY plane, I will say this surface become S1. Okay, so here S is surface of sphere x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 9 above the XOY plane. Okay, so this surface is surface of our sphere which is above XOY plane, and S1 is surface on plane x o y. Okay, so by Gauss divergence theorem, we know that Gauss divergence theorem is surface integral equal to volume integral. So here we are dividing our surface into two parts. One is S and another is S1. So double integration over S of F bar dot ds plus double integration over S1 F bar dot ds is equal to volume integral of divergence of F bar d. Okay. So in that way here surface, we required the surface integral of S. So this is our surface S. So therefore double integration over S of F bar dot ds is equal to volume integral of del dot F bar dv minus double integration over S1 of F bar dot ds. So this is our equation number 1. So one by one I will find this integral. So first of all find the volume integral. Therefore volume integral of, so for that I will find del dot F bar. So here del dot F bar is equal to del by F1 by del by x plus del by F2 by del by y plus del by F3 by del by z. So this is equal to partial derivative with respect to x of F1. F1 is coefficient of I bar, so which is y square z square plus partial derivative with respect to y of coefficient of j bar, which is z square x square plus partial derivative with respect to z of coefficient of k bar, which is x square y square. So in that way we get 0 plus 0 plus 0, which is equal to 0. Okay, this function does not contain x, that means this is constant function. Also this function does not contain y, so partial derivative of this function is 0. Similarly this function does not contain z, so partial derivative of this function with respect to z is 0. So in that way we get divergence of F bar equal to 0, and therefore volume integral of del dot F bar dv is equal to volume integral of 0 dv, which is equal to 0. Now find surface integral over S1. Now double integration over S1 of F bar dot ds, so which is equal to double integration over S1 of F bar dot n cap ds bar. Okay, F bar dot n cap ds bar. So here n cap is equal to, so n cap means unit normal vector to our surface. So here S is our surface which is on XOY plane. So normal vector to this surface is n cap, which is parallel to z axis in opposite direction. So n cap become minus k bar, and therefore F bar dot n cap is equal to, yes, 0 plus 0 plus coefficient of k bar in F bar, which is x square y square, into coefficient of k bar in n cap, which is minus 1. So in that way we get x square minus x square y square is our F bar dot n cap, and therefore surface integral over S1 of F bar dot ds bar is equal to double integration over S1 of minus x square y square dx dy. Okay, so in that way we get surface integral, but the surface is So S1 is x square plus y square is equal to 4. So equal to 9 from our equation of स्पीयर. स्पीयरचे इक्वेशन आहे आणि हा जो आहे तो बेस आहे का. ओके, त्याच्यामुळे झेड ची व्हॅल्यू याच्यावरती काय आहे 0 आहे. सो वी गेट एक्स स्क्वेअर प्लस वाय स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू 9. नाउ पुट x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, and dx dy is equal to r dr d theta. That means replace polar coordinate in this equation. So we get x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, and dx dy is equal to r dr d theta. Okay. So this become our equation number 2. And now use this. Before that, find limit for r and theta. So in our surface S1, the radius of this surface is a circle having radius 3. So r varies from 0 to 3. Limit for r become r is equal to 0 to r is equal to 3, and limit for theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to 2 pi. Okay, this is a complete circle, that's why theta varies from 0 to 2 pi. Now use all these in our surface integral S1. So therefore double integration over S1 of f bar dot ds is equal to integration r is equal to 0 to 3, another integration theta is equal to 0 to 2 pi into value of x is r cos theta. So in our equation minus sign is there, so take it outside. X square means square of r cos theta, so which is r square cos square theta. Similarly square of y square become r square sin square theta into dx dy become r dr d theta. Okay, so here both r and theta having constant limit, so we can separate the integral for r and theta. So this become integration r is equal to 0 to 3 with minus sign, r square into r become r raised to 5 dr. Another integration theta is equal to 0 to 2 pi sin square theta into cos square theta d theta. Okay, and now simplify this. For that we now apply two standard result of integration. So using integration x raised to n dx is equal to x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 for first integral, and for second integration use integration 0 to 2 pi sin raised to n theta into cos raised to n theta d theta, which is equal to 4 times integration 0 to pi by 2 sin raised to n theta into cos raised to n theta d theta. Okay, here both m and n are even, that's why this become 4 times. And now this integral become 4 times in first bracket m minus 1, m minus 3, m minus 5 and so on. In second bracket n minus 1, n minus 3, n minus 5 and so on up to getting non-zero least integer number divided by in bracket m plus n, in second bracket m plus n minus 2, that means subtract multiple of two numbers m plus n minus 4, m plus n minus 6 and so on up to getting non-zero least integer into pi by 2, because here both m and n are positive. Okay, so this become pi by 2. And therefore our integral over S1 of f bar dot ds is equal to, this integration become r raised to 6 divided by 6, limit from 0 to 3 into this integral become 4 times in first bracket 2 minus 1 then 2 minus 3 become negative term, but we required only positive, least positive number, non-zero number. So in bracket, second bracket, n minus 1 means 2 minus 1 unit term, divided by m plus n means 2 plus 2 is 4, then 2 plus 2 minus 2. I will write this directly here. 2 plus 2 become 4, then 2 plus 2, 4 minus 2, and then next term become 4 minus 4, which is 0. So eliminate this into pi by 2. And now simplify this, we get this is equal to 3 raised to 6 divided by 6 into 4 into numerator become pi divided by denominator is 4 into 2, 8. 8 into 2 is 16. Okay. And now simplify this, we get this 3 raised to 5, 6 become 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 6 times divided by 6 becomes 6 into 2. This 4 will get cancelled to this 4, so into pi by 4. This 6 become 3 into 2. So 1 3 will get cancelled, and now denominator become 8 and numerator is 3 into 3 9, 9 into 3 is 27, 27 into 9 become 3 243 into pi as it is. So this is our final answer. So in that way we can easily find the integration, surface integral over given surface, and this becomes our equation number 3. And therefore from 1, 2 and 3, double integration over s of f bar dot ds is equal to 0. So this integral having negative sign, so write here negative sign also. So with minus sign, together with minus sign, so this is minus term. So volume integral is 0 from equation 2, and from equation 3 surface integral over surface S1 is minus 243 pi divided by 8. Okay. So in that way this integral become minus into minus plus 243 pi divided by 8 is our final required answer. Okay, या पद्धतीने इझिली आपण इंटिग्रेशन फाइंड करू शकतो. Now you should try to solve some examples at home. So this is first example for homework. Evaluate this double integral over surface S, where S is the surface of hemisphere x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 4 above xy plane. ओके, जसं आपण लास्टचं एक्झाम्पल बघितलेलं आहे सेम त्याच टाईपचं हे एक्झाम्पल आहे, वेगळं काहीच नाही याच्यामध्ये. फक्त त्या एक्झाम्पलमध्ये आपलं जे व्हॉल्यूम इंटिग्रल जे आहे ते 0 येत होतं आणि सरफेस इंटिग्रल ओव्हर S1 त्याची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला काहीतरी मिळत होते. पण या केसमध्ये आपल्याला सरफेस इंटिग्रल ओव्हर S1 0 भेटते आणि व्हॉल्यूम इंटिग्रल जे आहे, ओके, व्हॉल्यूम इंटिग्रल ऑफ ग्रेडियंट ऑफ f बार ते जे आहे ते आपल्याला 64 पाय डिवाइडेड बाय 5 भेटते. ओके, बाकी प्रोसिजर सेम आहे. Same example, another one example number 2, evaluate double integration over f bar dot ds bar for this f bar where s is the surface of the sphere x square plus y square is equal to 1 which lies in first octant. ओके, पहिल्या ऑक्टंट मधला तो सरफेस असणार आहे आणि सेम आपण जे सोडवले हे त्याच पद्धतीने फक्त पहिल्या ऑक्टंट मधला सरफेस घ्यायचा आहे. ओके, आणि मग या वरचा सरफेस म्हणजे S असणार आहे, हा बेसचा सरफेस आहे XY प्लेन वरचा सरफेस म्हणजे S1 असेल आणि मग सेम पद्धतीने आपल्याला ते आन्सर फाइंड करायचं. याचा आन्सर येतंय 3/8. ओके, तर हे दोन्ही एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही घरी सॉल्व्ह करा म्हणजे हा कन्सेप्ट तुमचा परफेक्ट होऊन जाईल. ठीक आहे, थँक्यू.